It's a 2-week summer program that features men, women, and children sharing their faith through music. And this year, the North Georgia School of Gospel Music has moved to a new location. Good Day Atlanta's Paul Milliken is live at Brenau University in Gainesville. And Paul, it's part of an incredible morning of music. You're so lucky to get to experience this in person. How's it going?
Yeah, no kidding. It's great, Elise. Good morning to you, and good morning to everybody at home, and good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? I think you're doing pretty well because I've been listening to you sing and your voices are just beautiful. So, Elise, you know this. We were here last year, although it was in a different location. And this is such a really neat program filled with amazing voices and amazing talent, both young and seasoned. I'm not going to say old, young and seasoned talent here. And it's so much fun to listen to everybody come together and sing. And so this is one of the faculty members, Jason Myers. How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well.
It's good to see you. So we wanted to talk to you because you are truly a homegrown talent. So when did you first come to the North Georgia School of Gospel Music?
I attended at 9 years old in 1988.
Not to age you. Don't do the math at home.
Yeah.
We don't want you to know how old this guy is. So you were 9 years old back in 1988. You come to this school, and when you came for the first time, what do you remember about that first year?
I just remember getting to sing all the time, and it was just great. I just thought the singing was fantastic. And
Yeah.
the school was 3 weeks long then.
Okay.
I was at Truett McConnell College,
Yeah.
and then transitioned in 2000 to a faculty member.
Yeah.
And so I've been teaching. I guess this is my 18th year teaching.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And so
you must have a good time. I mean, since you stuck around
we have a
this
great
long.
time. Don't we have a great time?
Yeah, so let's talk about how this works. So again, it's 2 weeks long, and there are all kinds of classes that go on in those 2 weeks, correct? So what do the classes cover? What are some of the various topics?
We cover from the very basics, lines and spaces, all the way to 4-part writing and arranging. So yeah.
And what makes this unusual is that, again, it is all ages. And we talked about last hour, it's like 5 years old to 82 years old this year. How much do you enjoy getting to be part of this with people of all ages and experience levels?
It's great. And when they mentioned the 5-year-old was the youngest, I think that's mine. I've got 3 kids here.
No kidding.
Yeah, and our youngest is 5. She's here, and then we've got one all the way up to 82.
Yeah.
And so we try to get an idea of what musical knowledge you know, and then from there we build on that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, you mentioned it started at Truett McConnell. That's where it was when you went there. And then I think last year we were at the University of North Georgia. Now we're at Brenau University in this stunning auditorium, the historic Pierce Auditorium. How do you feel singing in here?
Oh, it sounds great. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Definitely built with some good acoustics, that's for sure, too. And at some point, this is just from me to you, you got to fire up that pipe organ, right?
Yeah, we'll do that.
At some point. Got the beautiful pipe organ and the pipes here, and plenty of pipes sitting around here, too, singing. So here's the thing, what's interesting is I've been watching you guys sort of technically work on the music, where you have people sing it in different parts, and then everyone comes together. And so you can teach the technical stuff, but the other aspect of this music is the emotional part. And when I hear you sing, I hear the emotion. Where do you think that comes from?
Well, I'll tell you, a definition of worship that I like the best is our response to what Christ has done for us. And so we sing. When we think about the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made for each of us on the cross, we can't help but sing, right?
Yeah,
so we have a song in our heart.
Yeah. Well, you hear it for sure as that comes through. So they have group sings here every evening, and the whole thing, the whole program ends with a big group sing, and people can come watch that. So we'll have the information in a minute. First, though, will you sing for us again, please? Yes. All right, let's get a little more music here, Elise. We're going to end with that. Again, this is the North Georgia School of Gospel Music.
Want to hear more about music? The North Georgia School of Gospel Music will end with a closeout singing Friday, June 22nd at Brenau University's Pierce Auditorium. Time is 9:26, and coming up on Good Day Atlanta.